Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. Right to the air is Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3-and-out and did just that. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Ball again on 2nd down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, in this drive, their playbook is open.
Well, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On play action. Now Rodgers. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jermaine Johnson.
That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
All again on 2nd down.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know deep.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, You've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Give to Hall running right, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. But they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Rodgers going to throw. Flushed out right. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now it's Rodgers. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Jackson on first down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
26 Mike, 150. Hey, you block over here. 26 Mike. Watch the out. 26 Mike.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. from the gun. He'll hand this off.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Throwing is Rodgers. That's caught left side by Hardman.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really try and put the hammer.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah from 19 yards away.
And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
And my goodness, another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or...
Touchdown, Jets! Mecole Hardman, 30 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
And now here's another interception. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Buying time to his left.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Mecole Hardman.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. And this is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Jets are going to take possession.